Greetings, it is I, the Necrofessor, your humble interdimensional plague doctor. You may be wondering why I'm floating in this pocket dimension, and if you are new to the whole scene, don't fret, buckaroo. This kind of thing happens on the regular. I have been an early fixture at the Wild Wild West Steampunk Con for many years, lurking around the Western realm performing what some would call inhumane crimes, but what I would like to call taxidermy. Surprise! Just kidding. The con has been pretty good to a villain such as me. It was all going according to plan, until now. Here I am stuck over in some pocket dimension, and I can't even manifest in the physical form. Gross. But do not worry, a dash of mad science and slight distortions of the natural laws of the universe will clear all this up in no time. I shall now unspaghettify myself through meditation. Wait, you're physical, aren't you? Yeah, admit it, you're in the physical realm right now, watching this. Don't lie to me. This is all good, I won't hold it against you. Actually, this gives me an idea for an ingenious plan. You help me break free from this cursed pocket dimension, and I shall reward you with unspeakable treasures and forbidden knowledge. Sound good? Don't worry, these simple missions can be done in your spare time while you lurk around the Wild Wild West. Turn this record over to side 2, and we will begin. Oh, wait, that's not how this works. Oh. Just say, okay, at the screen, and we will continue. So, you've decided to accept this quest, eh? Well, you may look capable enough, but are you capable of meeting a new person? You'd be surprised how this beaky face does not necessarily inspire feelings of camaraderie. However, despite my pallid appearance and my inane ramblings, if I'm capable of making a new acquaintance every year, so can you. Go, find someone new you haven't talked to yet, of appropriate age and humanoid shape, and strike up a conversation. Something normal like, hello, I like your outfit. Or, a plague doctor in a little box told me to meet new people. Just, normal conversation. I'm sure you're coming to realize that steampunks are some of the friendliest weirdos in the verse, and most of them love to share their tips on making stuff, and nearly all have a passion for history, engineering, and science fiction. I used to feel like such an outsider. And now, behold, all these other cool plague doctors around us. We have done the impossible, my friends. We have our own dedicated Spirit Halloween section, and that makes us mighty. If you are new to the scene, meeting a new person is a great way to build your contacts for your future lofty endeavors of world domination or whatever the kids are into nowadays. And if you are a veteran, this is your chance to help someone see the way, show them the ropes, or tell them something that you wish your past self had heard at the beginning of their adventure. Time travelers know what I'm talking about. Now go, mingle, cavort, possibly frolic. I will be here waiting once you have accomplished your mission of meeting someone new. Mission number 2, declare your hangout spot. Now you've made it to mission number 2, and you have a new friend or acquaintance or nemesis, and now you have to find a new hangout spot. A base of operations, if you will. Even if it's a random alcove or hallway, a lonely court bench, or near a funny sculpture at the pool. When my airship touches down at a new port, it is imperative to gain my bearings, and my navigation sucks, so I try to find a small collection of locations to frequent at both the convention and hotel options. You know what would really make a good hangout spot, if you can get away with it? At one of your friends' vendor booths, Go hang out with them. Smuggle drinks and snacks, perhaps. Maybe don't do that. Play a game where you watch the crowd stroll by and call out if anyone's wearing their corset upside down. And once you have your base established, you can check back every now and then and see if anyone else is there, just to keep in touch with your crew members in case they don't answer their comm, and make sure that everyone is enjoying themselves safely. You know? Drinking water, not getting wasted, not blowing all of their money, not doing dumb illegal activities that ruin everyone's good time. All that gobbledygook. Keep your homies in check and check in on your homies. Now go. Find a cool hangout spot. I'll be here, chillin' in non-space. Mission 3. Find a cactus. I can't believe you made it to the 3rd mission. Now comes the hardest task. You know those oblong, succulent plant thingies covered in spikes out there in the desert? That, my friend, is a cactus. And if you're not from around there, you might confuse a cactus with your average, everyday visual hallucination. These cactuars have anger issues, and they only grow that way because they obviously hate social interaction, and they wish to go Vlad the Impaler on any possible predators who only want to consume them for their delicious, quenchable cactus juice. Despite the reasons why nature decided to let the devil have a crack at being a botanist, try to take the time to observe a nearby cactus. But do not hug the cactus. Oh, no. Do not hug it. Trust me, it does not end well. And that's it for this mission. Now, go out there and spot yourself a saguaro, a saguano, a saguario, a saguarus, a sacagawea, a swaggy hueros, juaninos, saghuahus, sajuanus, sagjuanos, sagarados. Sagwoos. Sagareros. Sagareros. Sagareros, yeah. First try. Mission 4. Thank a staff member. Holy crap. Did you know that you could just walk up to the staff members and straight up, communicate with them? That's bizarre, right? Like, why would you even do that? That's crazy. Well, now's your chance to peer into the clockwork which makes these complex events tick. You never know what sort of secret info a staff member or a volunteer might drop on you about the event. Try it. Track down a staff member or a volunteer member of the event, which you can identify by their badges, their walkie-talkies, or their overall frantic look on their faces, and thank them for their service. You never know what might happen. They might be busy and just ask you to go away and stop putting leeches on them, but occasionally they might say something like, "I appreciate the acknowledgement. Hey, did you know that we all turn into flesh-eating monsters on Thursday night before the event?" I'm starting to bury the lead here. Look, just go find a staff member or a volunteer for the convention and thank them for their help in putting on this whole shindig. Maybe ask how they got into the role, or what services you can offer to the con, and you might find out about the several opportunities to go from just an attendee to a functioning gear, which allows this glorious machine to thrive and cause havoc across the countryside. And if you see a plague doctor, thank them for their service in keeping the pestilence at bay. There's a lot of thanking of people in this one. Yeah, you see what we're doing? We're being thankful here. Okay. I swear, I'm not going to make a habit of it. Man, you're talking to new people, you're discovering new places, you're identifying cacti. I'm very proud of you. You know, being incorporeal makes me truly appreciate the times we have in the physical plane. I took advantage of it often. I am feeling defeated that all these shenanigans required so much effort. Sometimes it didn't even feel like it was worth the trouble of it. We fight the mundane for our chance to experience something fantastical. In the war against the dull, I've carved my own great memories into the flesh of history. I got my first bounty on my head in the wild, wild west for grave robbing. Raced along custom steam-powered vehicles in the dusty Zona dusk. I tripped down a mine shaft. I also got destroyed at tea-dueling, which if you don't know what teetotaling is, you take a cookie, a biscuit, and you dip it in some tea, and then you declare a duel against someone by smashing a teacup against their head. I don't know, I show up late to these things, but whenever you are in the tea duel, you have to make sure that whenever you dunk your biscuit, that you pull it out, and then trash talking begins, while the ensagafication of your cookie, a biscuit, starts to sagaficate, and you have to either consume it cleanly by doing what is known as a clean nom, by putting it into your mouth before it all crumbles everywhere. But guess what? If you're wearing a plague mask, that doesn't happen, and you always end up getting a dirty nom, in which case the other player can get a clean nom, and they win the round in the tea dueling, and you are shamed for life, forever, until the next tea duel. What was I talking about? Ah, yes. Memories. I performed my first dissection of a seance, which was pivotal in my research into the afterlife, and I ascended to the ranks of plague priest as I officiated my very first wedding between two amazing souls at the old church. I have very fond memories of Wild Wild West Steampunk Con in all of its mutations over time. I remember Quarantine Edition? Anyway, there's no final mission to this quest. You did it. By completing these missions, you have hopefully created some memories of your own. It makes me feel like I am there with you, in spirit, along the way. I must confess I have been lying to you this whole time. Whoops. I was able to escape this pocket dimension whenever I pleased. I have the portal device right here, and I just need to press this button, and I'm back to where it all started. But, it won't be the same. Things will never be the same. Things have to change or they will surely rot. I will return soon. I am a disease that's not so easy to get rid of. Thank you for joining me in this grand experiment. I'll see you on the other side.